I'm sure you're not surprised, but I've got another booster box to open for you guys, and this time we've got the dash pack, so let's do it. Let's pull the manga. Let's dig into the box, baby. So I got this yesterday at my local store. We played a pre-release event, which went pretty well, and afterward we were able to buy boxes, which is pretty cool. So $150, not bad at all, compared to the prices of today. Let's get the packs all ready. This is actually from a fresh case. I picked out the box, so I'm hoping that we get some good packs. I don't know. There's a chance at a manga for sure. I have not pulled one, but I've seen several people who have pulled mangas from this set. You've got the manga Enel, the manga Kobe. Of course, we would be happy to have either. I feel like the Enel, I like Kobe, but the Enel's kind of the one to get for the set. A nice Nami. Might see that Nami again in the dash pack. Also, I would really love to get the Brook alternate art leader. But most importantly, if we can get a Boa SP or another Luffy SP, imagine if I got another Luffy SP. That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. So I've seen a lot of SPs that have been pulled at pre-release events. Very fun. It's really cool. I have one more pre-release event tomorrow that I'm doing. That'll make 3. I've come in 3rd each time so far. So I've been 3rd yesterday, 3rd today. It's time for a 1st or 2nd, baby. Oh, first SR, Roro Zero. I think I have more than 4 of these. Oh, we forgot sleeves. Crap, this is bad. I can't wait to pull a manga and not have sleeves ready. All right, first SR. We're looking for Borsalino SRs. I only have 1 so far from the 2 boxes I've opened. You get 6 Borsalinos on average per case, I'd say. And take that with a grain of salt because I've only opened up 1 case. So, you know. Holly, really good pre-release card there. We're slow rolling it versus what we do in the case openings where we just go to the last hits because this is a 1-box video. I don't need to rush through it. Now if we get a Gold Don, we will have 3 other hits in the box. Someone yesterday was telling me that Gold Don aren't considered a hit. They're actually like a bonus, which is very interesting. I didn't realize that. Sabo. I might have enough Sabos at this point. I got 1 in my pre-release. I probably don't have enough, actually. Maybe at the max I have 3. Okay. Let's see if we can get an SP. So, the box I picked was from the top right, I'll say. And I don't know if these boxes are mapped. But when I opened up that other case, that was, I think, the... Oh, Kuro! Nice! That's not a bad alternate art at all. This one seems to be pretty playable in the Krieg, I've heard. I don't know. Is Krieg... yeah, he's green-red, right? So yeah, you can play Kuro. Very interesting card. I just read about Kuro because I was reading about him in the manga again. Of course, Luffy beats him. You gotta expect that. That was within the first 40 chapters of One Piece, you face Kuro. He's kind of the first, like, somewhat big boss you face. I don't know. The dude's kind of mean. I would just recommend staying away from him. But the thing about Luffy is he shatters his enemies, I guess their dreams, their evil dreams, whatever you want to call it. He just thwarts their plans. And that kind of makes them mad, and it's almost the same as dying to them. They're like, wow, I've now lost out on what I planned for. All right, I'm hoping to see, so we saw 1 alternate art. I'm hoping to see either a 2-hit box with an SP, which could be this, because there's an alternate art rare in here. I don't think it makes a difference whether you get an alternate art rare or super rare, just probably a leader. But it could also be a 2-hit box with leader. If we do get a leader, I would love... The Lucy's very cool. Luffy's also very cool, but actually, Brook is my favorite from this set, which is very strange for me to not say that Luffy's my favorite. That's quite odd. You will never hear that again, no. When OP17 comes out and Luffy is once again... I have no idea. I don't like to look at the sets beforehand. Although I did register for the Peoria Regional today. So if any of you are going to be in Peoria, I'm planning on being there. We'll see what happens. I'm signed up as of now. Geen? Geen? Come on, you are not... Yeah, I know. You can call him Jin, that's fine. But the Japanese pronunciation would be like Geen. Geen, you are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Borsalinos. But anyway, I'll be in Peoria. We'll be competing in a regional. That's the plan as of now. A bunch of people I know are going. Should be a fun time. I've not competed in an in-person regional for One Piece. Oh, Secret Rare Luffy. Okay. So, potentially this is like the only other hit from the box. But also, potentially, we could have like a 4 hit with this, including the Gold Dawn. So we'll just have to see what happens. Not an SP box, I would say, though, because we already have 2 hits. And usually the SP boxes, from my understanding, are 1 SP and 1 alternate art. So I would love to get an alt art leader at the same time. Come on, we're looking for Borsalinos. But as I was saying, I have not competed in a One Piece regional in person before. I've done the online, I've done the treasure, I think the original treasure cups online after OP03 was released. And honestly, like online with webcams, it's just not what I want. Like, I use high quality webcams, you're in Discord, whatever else, right? I've got a setup for YouTube, obviously. But the opponents, they're not always the highest quality webcams. It's sometimes just hard to tell what's going on. I didn't have too much of an issue, I feel like. It was just more like the whole friendly nature there. I mean, it is a competitive vibe whenever you're playing in a regional, but there's somewhat of a friendly level generally I've found at regionals, competing at other regionals. I've never competed at a One Piece one in person, but I've competed at a boatload of Pokemon ones. And you just kind of miss out on that. You just kind of miss out on that when you're not in person. Moda gets you the Lulusia Kingdom, which, that card, I don't know about that. It might be good. It's not good in pre-release. It's not good in pre-release. It could be okay, but it's a 7 cost. Oh, Rob Lucci. Hate this guy. Absolutely hate Rob Lucci. Okay, we've got 5 SRs that we've seen so far. Really hoping we have another hit in the box, as well as a, oh, you know what? We could have a manga, even if we already have a 2-hit box. Yeah, we could have a manga. As well as a Borsalino. Just give me a Borsalino. If I get a Borsalino, I think I'll be pretty happy with the box. But just the fact that those are the cards I want, and I'm not seeing them, it makes sense. That's kind of how it goes. Sometimes you're like, whoa, oh, it's a Don. It's a Don. I was like, we got something in the back. It's something different. I don't think it's a gold Don. It should be the black border. But we'll find out soon enough. I will welcome a gold Don. Ah, it's a black border. First Don, so not bad. These booster boxes, the more you open them, the faster they seem to go. It just seems like booster boxes are very fast nowadays. Probably because I've opened up so many. I'm kind of sick of looking at the uncommons and commons. There's nothing that's like, I mean, they've got some really good art on these and rares, but I just don't need it. That pearl kind of goes hard in the paint, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's pretty creepy. It's pretty creepy. I'm on the Brontier arc right now. I'm about to see that pearl soon. But yeah, we've seen enough of the commons and uncommons. This is technically the 15th box I've opened. 12 for a friend, 3 for myself, and oof. And we're getting ready to stop opening boxes, move on to the next set. When's it coming out? Come on, Borsalino. I think we have an SR in this pack. 1 of 2 SRs remaining. And again, hopefully it is a 3-hit box, because otherwise this is fairly lackluster. Brook, not bad. This is good competitive card. You know, you gotta have it in the Brook if you play Brook, the Brook deck. Come on, we want either the manga or the alt art leader. Can I manifest this, guys? Can we manifest this? Clearly we do not have an alt art leader in this pack because there's no red in the back of the pack. By the way, if you've gotten through this full video so far and you have no idea who I am, my name's Noah, Graded Noah here. Click subscribe. You don't have to. I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you click subscribe. Okay. Ginny. We got 2 packs after this, so this is the 3rd to last pack. I think there's something in here. Krieg. Alright, this is a disappointment. I didn't get any Borsalinos from this box. We've already had 7 of our SRs. I am dying inside. Because I could have just bought, like 3 Borsalinos instead of this box. Oh boy. Good thing Kuro's playable, even though I'm not going to play him. But sometimes you get a dud box. This is the risk you run. And it should be a Don. Alright, last pack. The only shot we have at a manga, the only shot we have at a 3rd hit. We're going to open it this way. Heart is starting to beat fast. Don't worry, I'm not damaging that card. Let's slow roll it. Kelly Funk. Buggy the Clown. Looks kind of creepy here. I'm not sure about Buggy. Genbo. The Risky Brothers. Pacifista. I find it embarrassing as a human being. Adrudin. Lightning Beast Chitin. The Meow Band Brothers, of course. Onto the first rare. Go ahead and use them, Mr. Luffy. And a Kaku. Oh. Well. It had to happen sometime. We had to get a 2-hit box. If we were going to get a 2-hit box, this is not the 2-hit box you'd want. But it's better than some. But it's far worse than most. So, here we go. We got the Secret Rare Luffy. I didn't have any of these, so that's cool. And then we got the alternate art Kuro from the Black Cat Pirates. Pretty cool there. But again, my biggest disappointment is honestly just the fact that I didn't get a Borsalino. The 3 booster boxes to 1 Borsalino. My luck is not there. There's always tomorrow. I have a pre-release tomorrow. If we get a good enough hit, we'll report back. I'll tell you. So far, at the pre-releases, we've gotten 2 Zoros from 1 pre-release, a Secret Rare Luffy, and a Sabo. And at the other pre-release, I got a Gin, and then a 0-cost event. So, we're looking kind of bare for this booster box. And I almost forgot that dash pack, but let's go ahead and open it up right here. Oh, goodness. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Bartolomeo? I already have this one. Why are you showing up again, buddy? Well, there you have it, everybody. Unfortunately, no manga from the booster box. But I will say what's even more unfortunate is the fact I only have 1 Borsalino, and I've opened up 84 packs of this set. That's pretty crazy. Think about that. Now, if you guys want to see more content like this, especially OP15, check out the channel. It's here. And while you're at it, you might as well click subscribe. And if you want to see an EB03 opening, sure, check that right here. All right, guys, I'll see you later. But until then, Taco Bell.